Greetings, y'all. I've never made a video before, so I'm really not sure how this works or how I'm gonna do with it. But after these two events, I've seen a lot of my former students, and just people on social media saying, "What should we do?" The one thing I do know, I don't know everything, is do not march. Please do not have another march. Do not burn and raise everything to hell. There's some simple things I want to say, and I'm not the first person to say it. I won't be the last. Many of our ancestors and elders have said this. Many people are saying it now. I'm just talking to some of my students who feel that there's no hope, which I think is also part of a plan to make you feel like there's no hope. And to give a little advice on how to proceed. First, there's this argument, and please don't fall for this one, of being called black is a label, and don't believe in labels. We're just humans. That is such an, asinine argument. Excuse my language. Because I'm going to go with my ancestors in nature. And nature shows us that diversity is what gives life. And if that's the case, what is wrong with calling yourself an African or black or whatever to identify yourself and your culture? Because we understand that names or identities give you a point of reference so that you can navigate yourself in a proper manner. So anybody that tells you not to is basically making you drop your guard, because just think of it like this. Just flip the script and take race out. If they told America, we're all just land masses with people on it, take away all your military. If the other groups of land masses and people and nations don't believe in the same doctrine, what's going to happen to America? Or even better yet, as I said before, if we're all just one, and let's take it to its extreme, let's say we're all just star stuff. If that's the case, just eat whatever's out there that's coming from Earth, regardless if it's supposedly poisonous. Poisonous is just a label. Just eat it. We're all star stuff. We're made up of the same thing in the Earth. Just eat it. No. Civilizations and your ancestors identified things to help them to navigate in the environment that they were in. So keep the label. It guides you. Is it a point of reference? Don't fall for that nonsense. To me, that is rhetoric because you're just scared or you don't know what to do, and it's just this kumbaya message that's just not reality. The next thing is, as I said, don't go out there burning. Don't go out there marching. Don't make a video how you're going to kill somebody, which is another dumb move. But one of the things you should do is get with a group for, say, 5 to 10 people and start pledging and making just videos just like this and saying, this happened, and it's been happening, but this happened just in time for us to plan for 3 major economic moves. And this is what I mean. What I'm telling you is very simple because it's about self-preservation. You don't have to hate anybody for this. If you need that to motivate you, cool, but I got to watch you if that's the basis of why you're moving. But it's simple self-preservation and how any nation moves. When United States or any nation, before they even go to war, they look at their war chest. What resources do they have in case they have to go to war? Who are their alliances? The next thing they do is they have a propaganda machine. After that propaganda machine, the next thing they do is they present sanctions to weaken that other country. That's like taking the blood from a country. And once that country starts fighting, internal fighting, then they come in. There's strategy. There's books on this. We don't have to rewrite the wheel. Another thing you can look at. Let's just take the Jews. Because of the Jews using their identity, and like I said, this is nothing new that I'm saying. I want to tell my students that know me, check out Dr. Amos Wilson, Ancestor, Blueprint for Black Power. If you don't want to buy the book, like I always joke, just watch the video lecture. If you can't sit through the lecture, then that's part of the problem. So what the Jews did is they used an identity to gain economic institutions, to gain political power. Claude Anderson has said this. Many of our people have said, I am not saying anything new. I'm just shocked a lot of leaders aren't saying it. At least Farrakhan, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, had the gall to call this and call this meeting. I'm not sure what happened after, so I don't want to speak on that. But in self-preservation, the first thing you should do is create economic institutions. And this is what I say you do. This is what I mean. It's the perfect timing. There's enough time from now. And my man, shout out to my man, Javon Clark. There's enough time from now to organize and boycott Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas. Go to websites like Let's, by this sister. This is a brilliant sister. Name her website is Let's Buy Black 365, Nataki Cambone, who has already compiled black businesses. And you don't have to, if you don't want to go to her, go to any place that has compiled black businesses and say, we are going to make black people or black businesses rich. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas. If you don't have to, do not shop in any white institution and make it become a habit and a lifestyle. A habit and a lifestyle. It has nothing to do with hating anybody. This is just strategy. Like I said before, it's this yelling and screaming is crazy. And I don't know what to do. We sound like children. If I was white, I would almost laugh. If I was a white supremacist or somebody of white privilege, I would laugh. What do you mean? There's so many blueprints of what to do. So support these things. Also, support your media. You got Living in Black by Keto Wadu, Black Agenda Report by Glenn Ford, Sarnetta TV. What's another one for the younger brothers? Black Magic, Baba TV. Support these or send $1 to each one of these things. So we have our media communication. Get together with other groups and just start compiling a list of black organizations. Not only that, look up black organizations that deal with how to patrol your community, how to get in touch with black farmers. Start doing these things if it's just 5 or 10 of y'all. This is not, to me, it's not that difficult. I don't understand when blacks say, I don't know what we want to do. Oh, let's have another march. Stop marching. Any brother will tell you, if you was a brother and you were young and foolish and you cheated on your girl and your girl didn't say anything and just got quiet, you became nervous because you didn't know what her next move is. Stop getting on TV and saying, oh, protest, march. I'm going to kill this one. That makes no sense. Just get together quietly, form economic institutions, build those economic institutions, create networkings with different economic black institutions in your county, and then from the county to the state level, and from the state level to the federal level, and then from the federal level to the international level, and slowly start creating jobs. This is not rocket science. Start off with just 5 or 10 of y'all. Start 5 or 10 of y'all and create a code of ethics or a constitution of what you're going to ride by using your African culture as the basis. I'm talking to like my ex-students and the younger generation. The older generation should know this already. And the biggest thing, and the reason I said you might still have to come together in 5 or 10 and just meeting with each other because you have to build trust. I think the biggest thing with the black community is that emotionally we're hurt. We're scarred. And as a result, we don't trust each other. And therefore, trust is one of the major components for business. So start with 5 or 10. Like I said, go to Let's Buy Black 365, excellent website. If you don't like that website, just find one that compiles black businesses and decide for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas, you are going to strictly, as much as possible, shop black. The black businesses. And let them gain the economic strength. And once they have the economic strength along with your media, you'll see the Jews do it. The gay community does it. And even look at how Japan, after World War II, built their economic system and tied with America's system so much. If America was to bomb Japan again, you would mess up American jobs. So you can't do it. Stop acting like we're children. We're not. We have too much intelligence. Culturally, cultural resources, mineral resources, and physical resources in terms of bodies. Come on, y'all. We're better than this. Please don't start all that. I don't know what to do, or I'm going to go shoot someone, or I'm going to march. Don't do it again. There's evidence. It worked for that time and it won't work again. Thank you for your time. This is just, like I said, I'm saying nothing new. And Better Brothers has said it before. Shout out to Brother Polite. Shout out to my man, Javon Clark. Check out anything with Dr. Clark. Like I said, I'm not saying anything new. Thank you, and proceed with logic. And so, Kidi Owadu in terms of health and business. Peace.